The email arrived on a Wednesday afternoon. Its subject line, concerns about Iris. Please call ASAP, sending a jolt of anxiety straight to my gut. My daughter, Iris, was 7 years old and had been painting with me every single evening since she was 4, creating sunset after sunset with a skill and precision that truly amazed everyone who saw her work. I called Mrs. Kellerman, the art teacher, immediately from my office, already defensive before she even answered. Mr. Cross, thank you for calling back so quickly, she said, her voice carefully neutral. I want to discuss something I noticed during today's art class. Iris completed a color wheel assignment, and I'm concerned she might be having some vision issues. She paused, and I heard papers rustling. She labeled every single color incorrectly. The errors were systematic, not random. She called red, gray, orange, brown, yellow, light gray, green, medium gray. Every color on the wheel was mislabeled as a shade of gray. My first instinct was to defend Iris, but the sheer systematic nature of the errors stopped me. I asked Mrs. Kellerman to email me photos. When they arrived, I stared at my computer screen, feeling like the floor was dissolving beneath my chair. The color wheel was technically perfect, smooth gradients, precise boundaries, but every label was wrong. I immediately thought about our painting sessions, the 3 years of evening rituals where we painted hundreds of sunsets together, and suddenly I was seeing them differently. How many times had I said, mix orange and pink for those clouds, and watched Iris confidently select paints while I praised her excellent color choices. I left work early and drove home in a daze, calling Iris's pediatrician from the car. Dr. Patel squeezed us in the next morning and referred us to a pediatric ophthalmologist named Dr. Vivian Leeds, who specialized in color vision deficiencies. That evening, I watched Iris paint the sunset visible through our dining room window with new attention. We were painting, and I described it aloud. Look at those beautiful orange and pink clouds, I said. Iris nodded, reaching for paints. My chest tightened when I saw what she selected. The orange she'd chosen was actually a deep brown, the pink was a flat gray. She mixed them with complete confidence, creating a muddy brownish gray. The painting that emerged was compositionally beautiful, but chromatically wrong. Brown where it should have been orange, gray where it should have been pink. Muddy green where it should have been purple. How had I looked at hundreds of sunset paintings and never noticed? After she went to bed, I pulled out every painting she'd ever created and examined them. In the kitchen, under fluorescent bulbs, there were layers of browns and grays. 3 years of evidence that something was wrong, and I'd been too blind myself to see it. I spent Thursday night researching, focusing on achromatopsia, the rare condition of complete colorblindness, where people see the world entirely in grayscale. It matched what I was seeing. People with it learn to associate brightness levels with color names, a translation system that lets them function despite seeing no hue. The appointment was Friday. Dr. Leeds was patient. The Ishihara plates came first. Iris couldn't identify a single number. Dr. Leeds' expression grew serious. Next, Iris was asked to arrange colored chips from light to dark. She grouped a dark blue next to a dark red next to a dark green, prioritizing brightness while completely ignoring the actual hues. The final test was an electrogram measuring her retina's response to light. I held her small hand, feeling her fingers squeeze mine tighter. After analysis, Dr. Leeds came into the office with printouts. She sat down, took a breath, and I knew from her solemn expression that my worst fear was confirmed.